On to our examples now. So quick little recap. If I'm starting off with a small unit and I'm going to a big unit, I am going to be dividing. If I'm going from a much larger unit to a smaller unit, I will need to be multiplying. And with your facts, it is really good to have this up until you get used to going from one unit of measurement to another. And again, remember, if you're going from a small unit of measurement to a bigger one, you'll be dividing. If I'm going from a large one to a smaller one, I will be multiplying. Just keep in mind as well, if you're starting at something like kilometers and you're going to centimeters, you're going to multiply by both of these numbers. Okay, so first one, let's go through. So using the following units of measurement. So to convert centimeters, so I've got here to convert centimeters to meters, we are going to, let's have a look. So from centimeters, we're starting off with our centimeters, and we're going to our meters, we're going centimeters to meters, so we're going up, which means we'll divide, and we're dividing by 100. So let's write that one in. So we're going to divide, and we're dividing by 100. Another way to remember this is 100 centimeters is in 1 meter. So that's a different way you can remember it. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So we are going to divide and divide by 100. Next one, if I am converting, let's have a look. If I am converting from kilometers to meters, I am going down, which means I am going to be multiplying. So let's write that in. So I am going to multiply. And when I am multiplying, so I'm multiplying by, let's have a look up here. I am multiplying by, from kilometers to meters, I'm multiplying by 1,000. And again, get used to maybe just having this at the top of your page until you get a little bit better with it. Okay, hopping on to the next question we have here. We're converting 4 centimeters to millimeters. So if I'm starting off with centimeters and I'm going to millimeters, I'm actually going down, which means I'm going to need to multiply. So I'm actually going to be multiplying by 10. So if you just double check up top, I'm going from my centimeters and I'm going to millimeters. So if I'm going to centimeters and I'm going to millimeters, I am going to be multiplying by 10. And again, I'm converting to smaller units, so I am going to multiply. Next one that I have here is I'm going to add some units together, and this is really important. You need to have them the same. So 5 centimeters and 2 meters, they're not in the same. Convert one of them into the other unit. So the easiest one to do will actually be probably looking at this, centimeters. So let's turn our 2 meters into centimeters. So I'm just going to make a little note there. So I want to turn 2 meters and I want to turn that into centimeters. If I am now looking back up the top here, if I'm going from centimeters and I want to, so if I'm starting at meters and I want to go to centimeters, I need to multiply by that number 100. So I need to have both measurements in the same units, and again, you want to go for the smaller units. So have a look. Out of meters and centimeters, centimeters is the smallest, so we convert the other one to that smaller one. So 2 times 100 to give me 200 centimeters, and then we can actually add them to give us 205 centimeters. Next question, we have a ruler and it shows centimeters. Okay, so these are my centimeters, and each of these little guys are my millimeter divisions. Okay, so keep that one in mind. We have centimeters, which are our big numbers, and we also have our millimeter divisions, which are each of these little lines. Really, really important. So now we're going to have to read the scale. So let's zoom in a little bit more for you. So I want to read it as the marked length. So the whole numbers represent centimeters, and I have exactly 2 centimeters. Nice and simple. I could also say that I have 20 millimeters. Okay, it really depends on what they're asking you to do. Next question I've got here, question F. The ruler shows centimeters with millimeter divisions. I'm going to read the scale to measure the mark length. So each little small division, again, represents millimeter. So we went through that one a little bit before. So each of these little guys, each of these little guys represents 1 millimeter. So if I look at these millimeters, I've gone from 9. So I've gone from 9 millimeters, which is here, just before the 10 mark, and I end up at 21 millimeters, which is this point here. I can now, so if I do 21 minus 9, that will actually give me 12 millimeters. Okay, but now I want to convert it to centimeters because it's a lot easier on a ruler to actually do that. So if I want to do that, I need to convert my 12 millimeters by 10, because again, I'm going from millimeters to centimeters, which means I'm going up, which means I am dividing. So I end up with 1.2 centimeters. Hop on to the next video and we will be going through our worked examples.